What is going on, everybody? And today we are back here at Six Flags Great Adventure for what was supposed to be Barrels of Fun's Media Day, but it got pushed back. And for those who are part of the media list and know about the media, all the media events, this is the second time that it has gotten pushed back. So they didn't cancel it this time, so they just told us that, hey, we got an email this morning saying, hey, Barrels of Fun won't be available for guests today. We're going to replace it with a construction tour. So we're getting a construction tour of Project Purple today, and then I think there's going to be some other things that's going on as well. But we don't know all those things yet, so I guess we'll find out when we get inside the park. Alrighty guys, so we just checked in at the check-in table. First, we got our VIP wristband, as we always get with every media event that we go to. Then we also got this free welcome gift, which is a nice Shoreline Pier bag. I actually haven't opened it yet, so this is going to be the first time I'm seeing everything that's in here. So it looks like we got it tied with this members. Okay, here it is. So I think this is just a schedule for today. Yep, media day, the lanyard. All right, so featured attractions, Barrels of Fun, Wave Swinger. Yep, all the attractions that's going on. Program begins at 10. Featured experiences, boardwalk nights, behind the scenes access, Q&A with park leadership. So that's nice. Then let's see, what do we got here? This looks to be just a meal voucher. Tough. Nice. And then what's this? So wait, what is this? Oh, it's like a beach ball. Oh, that's cool. That's different. I like that. All right. Okay. Looks like we got some candy. Yeah, this is cool. So sea salt caramel fudge, saltwater taffy, fudge dip pineapple, fudge dip kiwi. Okay, so that's really cool. Thank you to these guys. This is super cool. Wow, yeah, everything in here super nice. I absolutely love it. Thank you. Shout out to the team for providing us with all this stuff. This is super cool. I absolutely love it. It's great. I haven't personally experienced having a welcome gift before media day, so this is great. Thank you guys again. Thank you so much for the team for this really cool stuff. It'll be used wisely. Okay guys, so as we make our way to Shoreline Pier, I noticed that they've added some 4th of July music, which is definitely new. And also they've added this little carriage, this little cool, very old car right next to the head of the line, which is really cool. So yeah, got some nice theming around this main entrance area. Project Purple just looks absolutely insane. I mean, they've added, I think, a new piece of track too, so a new spiral there, which it just looks so crazy. It is really tall, especially just driving in, coming off of the highway. It honestly reminds me of Kyle a little bit. Obviously, it's in the not in the same spot, but it definitely is reminding me of it. But as we walk over here, we actually have a new theming, which is a shipping container. Which there's some pretty cool things that you can do with this. So let's get over there. Also, looks like there's actually a piece of purple track that is just right here out in the open for people to check out, which is actually super cool. Wow, damn, that's cool. I didn't know this was gonna be here. Wow, that's cool. Very. So we'll get to that in just a sec, but because it looks like a lot of people are wanting to take pictures with it and stuff and check it out. But over here we got the shipping container as well. So guys, you can actually sign your name on this. So I'm gonna sign Coaster Joe on here. Let's see, where do I want it? I think I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, my handwriting's so bad. All right, top, there we go. Coaster Joe, signed on this big piece of track. Wow, it looks absolutely amazing. And then guys, as we just signed our name there, here is the big shipping container here that actually has a speaker. So there's also a lot of things that's going on with this. So I want to press the button so that other people can get in and press this. But basically when you press this, it makes a big banging noise on the side. And you can see the speakers that are down here. Wow, that's cool. That's really nice. I like that. Wow. It's loud too. It's a lot louder than in person than I thought it would be. But, okay, so over here is where I want to talk about stuff. So, as we can see, they've added some new chain here, which is nice. But the main thing is that these letters here. So we got GVV072826. So, I don't know if you guys have seen or have heard the rumors, but there was a marketing that went out for a new name for a new coaster, and that was Gargantuan Vertical Vengeance. So GVV would make sense. And then we have 07, which is July 28th. So July 28th, 26th. So it looks like July 28th, 2026 is when we're gonna find out what Project Purple is. So that is definitely super, super cool. And then over here, we have even more stuff. Again, GVV SC. So could be Gargantuan Vertical Vengeance, Sea Creature, or whatever you want to have the SCB, Gargantuan Vertical Vengeance. I don't know if that's going to be the name. I hope not, because honestly, I don't really think that name quite fits for a multitude of reasons. But then we got all this stuff. I don't know what any of this stuff means, but looks like we got some of this too. Looks like it was, cracking here. And then on the back here, yeah, just the same stuff over here with, all the cool theming. So that's what's going on with this shipping container. Obviously, we don't know the ins and outs yet, but what we can confirm is that July 28th of 2026 is when we are hopefully going to find out what Project Purple is going to be. So it looks like we already have some live shows going on. Looks like we got some stilt walkers, some jugglers over here. We got the live show right next to Hypno Twister. So yeah, there's already some really cool stuff happening. So, and Barrels of Fun is testing. So that's nice. Not gonna be able to ride it today, I don't think. So hey, things happen, but with that email that we got earlier, I doubt that we're gonna be able to. But still super, super cool. A lot of stuff happening. So over here we got the Funnel House, which is, we got some nice free complimentary snacks here, which is super, super nice. So yeah, everything looks really, really nice. Seagulls is open. Yeah, everything again still looks great. Alrighty guys, so we can actually do some on-ride filming on some of these flat rides. So I thought, let's do it. Let's do it real quick. I have some on-ride filming on some of these rides. So it looks like we're gonna go on flying scooters first. Check this out. And then we're probably gonna head over to either, Hypno Twister or maybe Super Roundup and check out those rides too. But let's do some filming on flying scooters.
Riders, are you ready? All clear?
Okay guys, so we just did some on-ride filming on flying scooters. Now, I didn't know that Superman was also allowing some on-ride filming. So, as you can see, that's where we're heading now, because they are allowing some nice on-ride filming. So I'll be getting a POV of Superman, which is nice, and looks like there's no one up in the station, so shouldn't be a wait. So yeah, I'm gonna get some POVs on Superman. So I will see you guys on Superman. guys, so we just did a front row ride on Superman. Now we're gonna head over towards the Shark right next to Barrels of Fun, because that is where the tours are for Project Purple. But there's a ceremony that's going to go on at 10, and it's 9:50 right now, so we have about 10 minutes until that ceremony. So I hope that POV was good for you guys. Since it's a flying coaster, you kind of have to maneuver it a certain way so that you can get a good POV, so I'm going to check it out. But hopefully it was a good one, so that I got, a good POV for you guys. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'll have to wait and see too, because I haven't seen it yet. But I will see you guys once we get closer to Barrels of Fun for the ceremony and the construction tours.
Here we go, guys! Party time! Let's rock it! It doesn't matter if your days are long. Sing! It doesn't matter if your night's gone wrong. Sing! Just clap your hands and stomp your feet and sing it. It doesn't matter.
We appreciate them and all of our performers who perform during Boardwalk Nights. If you haven't checked it out yet, you absolutely should. Shout out to our entertainment team. I want to start by just saying, I'll tell you, when I see all you people, I just feel blessed. So that's not part of my speech, but I just want to say that you guys are a blessing to me. Thank you so much for being here on behalf of not just myself, but also our Great Adventure family. So much work goes into not just a day like today, because I'm sure some of you came in a little early and saw us all running around, but also into what we do each and every day, whether it's park services, whether it's food and beverage, whether it is our ride operators, our maintenance team, and I'm missing about 20 others, but I won't go through the list. There is so much work that happens behind the scenes to make sure that you can enjoy a safe and fun day at Great Adventure. That being said, making sure that you can enjoy a safe and fun day at Great Adventure comes with providing new experiences, and that's what we have tried to do here with Shoreline Pier at the Boardwalk. I think you'll all recognize that this transformation is not only incredible, to me it's unprecedented. What we've been able to accomplish here, our maintenance team, our construction team, 6 to 7 months, and nobody do the 6 to 7 months though, legitimately since December or January to get to this point, to take this from blacktop and remnants of some of our old rides and turn it into something like this. 4 of the rides new to us, 1 of them relocated, is stunning. In my opinion, I've never seen anything like it. I've never been a part of a team this invested in the experience and what we're providing to all of you. So I have to give them the praise, because they've certainly earned it and they deserved it. As far as looking into the future, what this day means to us, I've been telling a lot of people, because obviously there's a roller coaster that some of you wanted to ride today, and I don't think we're going to get it for you, but what I've been saying is, let's not lose the forest through the trees. And what I mean by that is, today is about so much more than one ride experience. This is about 5 rides. This is about a variety of different dining options scattered across the boardwalk. It's about all the entertainment, and maybe more importantly, it's about the future of this park. And a lot of that is going to begin and end in the sky there, just to my left and your right, Project Purple, and all the work that's happening there for 2027. Another stunning achievement for this team, and one that we're really proud of. I don't want to talk on and on and on, although I certainly could. All of you who know me know that I pretty much go to sleep talking, and I wake up talking, and I do everything talking, even to myself. Instead, I would like to welcome up not only our Lieutenant Governor, Mr. Caldwell, but also our Park President, Mike Fainall. So if you could give it up for them. 2 impressive men who have done a lot of work for this community, this state, and this park. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right. Skip to me. All right, so first of all, today is National Ride Operator Appreciation Day. So let's all give a big round of applause for everybody who brings all of our rides to life on a daily basis. And I even see a couple of you out there, so thank you, thank you. So as Ryan said, Shoreline Pier is more than just a collection of attractions. It is a glimpse into the future for Six Flags Great Adventure and where we're headed. When guests visit the Shoreline Pier, they're going to discover more than just the rides. They're going to see this cohesive, themed area where entertainment, food and beverage, and all the ambiance comes together so that our guests can laugh, explore, and create lasting memories. This investment is only part of the story. Throughout this year already, we've been enhancing other areas of the park. We welcome back the Wild Safari to the Frontier area. We started the year with our spring break celebration with the safari. We are going to be turning the page here soon and start talking about Fright Fest and the return of Dead Man's Party and maybe a couple of more things. And then, of course, we're going to have a reimagined holiday in the park, which I think everybody's really excited to have come back. If we look around the park, it's more than just rides. There's more to the experience than that. Chef Jeremy and the team have been working to upgrade our food and beverage options beyond the boardwalk, including the house smoked meats at the Best of the West, the hand-battered fish and chips, and the shepherd's pie at the Main Street Pub. So we're going to continue to make enhancements to our food offerings and throughout this whole season. Now, about that purple thing over there. So it's a daily reminder to us as we've watched it ascend the skies. I mean, it's gigantic. I mean, some might call it like gargantuan. All right. You know, I don't know how they get up there to put those nuts and bolts in. It's almost like they fly up there like a phantom. Oh, it's a little inside baseball. I'll tell you later. No. It's been a lot of fun to watch that, and we can't wait. Obviously, we've got a delivery that has arrived that we're going to be opening up in a little while here, and we'll have a lot of fun things to share. So, again, let's get back to celebrating why we're here today. So, I need to give a sincere thank you to our team members that have pulled this off. I will tell you, there's been a lot of long days. There's been a lot of hard work, and it's across the management team, the creative team, obviously, food and beverage and marketing and everybody coming together, but also all of our trades and all of our partners outside of here. We've got some third parties that helped us as well. And we couldn't have made this all possible without all of those talents and skills coming together to do this. So, a sincere thank you to everybody who had a hand in this. I also want to thank all of our officials who worked with us. Obviously, there's been a lot of approvals and permits and things, and we just appreciate the partnerships that we've had with all of our jurisdictions. So that has been outstanding. So thank you guys. So honestly, it's been amazing, and now I'm going to hand it on over to our Lieutenant Governor, Dr. Dale Caldwell.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful, beautiful day. And so again, my name is Dale Caldwell. I'm the Lieutenant Governor, but I'm also the Secretary of State. And as Secretary of State, I'm not only the Chief Election Officer, I'm the Chief Business Officer, Chief Arts, Chief History Officer, but one of my favorite jobs is the Chief Tourism Officer. And Great Adventure has been a place that's really near and dear to my heart. My daughter and I had season tickets for many, many years before I became a college president. And this is such an institution in the state of New Jersey. And so what you're doing today is the beginning of something that I think will be transformational. As many of you know, and you've heard me talk, we hear a lot about New York and Philadelphia and Pennsylvania, but this is Jersey. And the reality is we have the largest sporting event in the history of the world, not in Germany, not in London, but right here in New Jersey. And so we're building, as the Cheryl Caldwell administration, we're really building on the opportunity to celebrate everything in New Jersey because the world is watching. And the Shoreline Pier renovation and groundbreaking is so important to New Jersey, to Great Adventure. I was saying earlier, a lot of people who've been here when they were younger kind of forget about Great Adventure and how much you have here. And so what we're doing is really trying to help you grow the 2.5 million people that come here to get more, and the 4,000 employees that come here to Great Adventure to work here. So on behalf of the state of New Jersey, we're happy to be here to celebrate with you this incredible start to a brand new Great Adventure. And so I want to thank all of you. I know a number of you are influencers, a number of you are with the media, and that becomes more important than ever. Advertisements, even billboards, don't do what social media has. And if you believe in this place, I encourage you to do more to let people know about how great Great Adventure is, how great New Jersey is, and how we can continue to make this the best park in the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor. Really appreciate all those words. So, when you have a new ship, what do you do? What do you do when you have a brand new ship? You're going to take that bottle and you're going to break it over the ship. So we don't have a ship, but we've got a barrel.
We do.
So as the Chief Tourism Officer,
we've got a doctor.
If you could do the honors and possibly christen our project here. and do the official opening. So,
Count of 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. Yeah, they tell me those hurt, by the way. A, NJTIA, Jackson Township. I see the mayor right there, Jen. If you otherwise, please have a great adventure. Thank you for being here.
So guys, I think it's gonna be one of the first times we see a block break in place for Barrels Fun, because as you can see, there is, yep, there we go. There is a barrel that's stopped right there, and now the barrel stopped right there. So that's where some of the block breaks are, if you guys are wondering. There's one right there, shortly after the first drop, and then there's one right there, more towards the end of the ride. So, and there the other one is right there at the lift hill, so looks like they're stopping it for now. And from what we know, actually, as we look at this crazy Project Purple, that it'll get topped off tomorrow. So from what it looks like right now, just imagine it being topped off. I know these swings are kind of in the way, but from what it looks like right now, just imagine being topped off. It's gonna look absolutely insane. Right now, we're currently just waiting for a tour to happen. We're waiting here for a little bit, so hopefully this can happen soon. And then swings look ready at only this little pillar that's not there. I'm sure that'll be going on soon. These should be ready soon enough. I mean, they look great outside of that little pillar that needs to add, but park is officially open. It's been open for about 30 minutes now to the public. Actually, the Shoreline Pier is closed off to the public right now, so it's just open for us. And then at 2, it'll probably open for the public because there's the fence that's around the Shoreline Pier entrance. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. But let's wait for this tour. We got nice views of Barrels of Fun testing, and obviously Project Purple. Alrighty, guys, here we finally go into our tour for Project Purple. We got a nice close-up at Project Purple. Super excited to see it. It's gonna be great.
Not the full tour they got earlier.
All right, guys, we made it on the tour. We are here. Every time you walk in a active construction zone, you always gotta be careful because there's holes everywhere. It doesn't pop out of nowhere. So this time we had to, got the vests on, got everything, hard hats, because active construction zone. Also because of these huge 400-foot cranes. But yeah, this is gonna be really cool to see all of this stuff. It's gonna be super, super cool. We got a tour guide Steven here, so it should be nice. Alrighty, guys, so as we walk down this way, right there where we're just standing, is actually gonna be a maintenance building. And then they were talking about where the entrance of the ride is gonna be. So it's gonna be over by where Twister was. So if you guys remember where the entrance was for Twister, it's gonna be around there. So if you can kind of try to imagine and pinpoint a spot, then there you go. But we have a lot of just dirt everywhere, big mound of dirt. Then we're just gonna go all the way close up to Project Purple. Got some active trucks going. Got people actively working on the electrical stuff. So active work over here. That's why we need the hard hats and vests. A little bit ago, last time we did these tours, we didn't need this because there was no active work going on. But since there is active work with trucks, we need to have these vests and hard hats. So guys, if you look behind that shipping thing right there, you can see probably the last track for Project Purple, because right there it's gonna get topped off hopefully tomorrow from what we know, and then it should be finished. So, and then from what that shipping crate says, the theming at the front of the Shoreline Pier, July 28th, 2026 should be when we know when things could be happening and the announcement for this ride. Alright, so as we inch closer to the Project Purple tracks, looks like we have 2 left, so doesn't look like there's much left. So it's crazy to see that there is so much track along this parking lot here. It's just a construction site, and now 2 are actually, there might be a 3rd one. Yeah, there's 3. So, which is absolutely insane. As you can see, the 3rd one is right behind that 2nd one there. So yeah, it's absolutely insane, and especially getting just this close to it, it's crazy. Got Toro running in the back, and then wow, just getting this close, that vertical spike. We're never gonna see anything like this ever again. Never when it's open, never anything like that. So wow, yeah, crazy stuff. Alrighty guys, so we're now exiting the construction tour. It was really cool seeing all the stuff up close, especially with construction actively going on. So super cool. I'm so excited for when this all comes to be. I'm sure by late summer that this will be pretty far along. So it's gonna be really cool to see all of this, with it just being dirt to where this is gonna be maintenance areas and all that kind of stuff. Alrighty guys, so we just finished with the construction tour, which was great. Thank you to our tour guide, Steven. He was great, showing us all around. It was a great time. We had a great time looking at all the cool stuff. It was super cool. Now, I'm not quite sure where we're gonna head next. We're gonna head out of Shoreline Pier, but this was a great time with the ceremony, on-ride filming, and the construction tours. As we head out, I wanna end it off with pressing this button on the shipping container, because it's great. And then we got a bunch of people here, so give them a nice little surprise. I got a couple kids. So I think before we head out, we're gonna take a ride on Toro, because especially with these fast lanes, so it shouldn't be too much of a wait. But Project Purple looks really cool from this angle, so I'm sure even on Toro it's gonna look even better. Alrighty guys, so I just did a back row ride on Toro, and as we were cresting the top of the lift hill, now the trees are blocking it, but you can see that they have added a piece of track onto the top of Project Purple. So they were putting a piece of track up there. So it was really cool to watch, just like out there. It was so cool. I love seeing that, especially up close like that. It was really cool. But there's actually a new system with Toro's lockers. So there used to be, you would get a piece of paper and it'd be a barcode that you would scan and you could open your locker for the free ones. These are ones that are in the line. But now what you have to do is that there's no paper that you scan. So you put in like a 6-digit code, and then that's what your locker pin number is. So if you've ridden the Siren's Curse at Cedar Point, it's like kind of like that, but you don't have to put the extra 4-digit locker code in there. You only have to do the 6 digits. So I just did the first 6 numbers of my phone number, so I could remember it. But if you want to do that, that's fine. But just so you guys know, it's a new locker system for Toro. I would say it's somewhat probably, you know, not as efficient because you have to put in the 6-digit code, but it's still fine. So great ride on Toro. Looks like they're currently putting in that piece of track, securing it. You can hear the banging from all the way down here at Toro. So super cool to see that. I was up on the turnaround there when I saw them hanging the piece of track when they were just about to put it on. So it was really cool to see that actually. So hey, if you want a good view of Project Purple, just go on Toro. You'll get a nice view and a good ride. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna take use of our meal voucher here and go to Yum Yums real quick. So I will see you guys after. Alrighty guys, so I think we're gonna take a ride on Nitro. I'm not quite sure how long the wait is, but since we have these, we're gonna take use of them, because with Nitro, you really can't tell how long the wait is unless you actually go into line. So we're just gonna go around here and go into fast lane. I just want to point this out because I feel like a lot of people who don't go here, they kind of don't know where the fast lane is. So here's the actual entrance to Nitro. The fast lane is more towards Roaring Rapids entrance. So if you go around here, past the lockers, past Pine Barrens, and then you go towards Roaring Rapids, it is just down there, right over there, where the exit is for Nitro, where you see the people walking down. You just go all the way to the end, you'll see the fast lane over there. So if you guys are just wondering where it is and you guys are confused where to get to it from the entrance of Nitro, there you go. Alrighty guys, so we just did a back row ride on Nitro, which was great. Super great ride on it, running pretty good today. Now I'm going to take a ride on Devil, which is absolutely, oh wait a minute, is it not open? Maybe it's not, because I see people waiting outside of it. So maybe it's closed. That would explain why there's literally nobody in the station. So I think Devil might be down for now. So guess that changes our plans, because we ride this ride enough that I'm honestly not going to wait for it. So maybe we'll head towards Flash. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Alrighty guys, I think we're actually going to hop on Dark Knight. I haven't done it in a while.
But we just received word that District Attorney Harlan Dent is holding his first press conference since his election. We take you live to Gotham Superior Court.
Here at the dawn of a new day, return to a time of peace, prosperity, and find
Looks like they got this working. A little off, but it's alright. Alrighty guys, so we just did a ride on Dark Knight, which was fun. It's always a fun ride. Nice to get back on it because we haven't been on it in a pretty long time. But I think we're going to head back over to Devil, check if it's open. If it's not, then we're just going to head over to Flash. But definitely hope Devil's open because that'd be nice. But the Dark Knight was a great ride. Now we're going to head over to Devil with the Seagull. Very much looking for food. Yep, I caught you. Alright, I'll see you guys when we get over to Devil. Alrighty guys, so Devil is still down, so we're now going to head over to Flash. Alrighty guys, so we are now going to take a ride on Flash. Alrighty guys, so we just did a front row ride on Flash, and it was great. Such a great ride. Of course, and love all the wind in your face because it's a hot day today, so it feels really nice. That is going to end our day on a nice front row ride on Flash. It was a great ride. We got a lot done today, kind of. We did Toro, Dark Knight, and Flash. So, and Nitro. Don't forget about Nitro. We did that too. And Superman and Flying Scooters when we were over by the Shoreline Pier for what was supposed to be Barrels of Fun Media Day, but it just turned into the ceremony and just, you know, kind of an ERT time to do some on-ride filming. Hope you guys enjoyed the Superman POV and the Flying Scooters POV. I actually checked the Superman POV. It actually turned out fine, which I'm kind of surprised about. So, because that ride, you have to maneuver. I have my wrist mount, and you kind of have to maneuver away because it's a flying coaster to get the right angle. So it's a little bit harder to try to find the right way to film, but hope you guys enjoyed it either way. But with that being said, that is going to do it for our day. So I will see you guys when we get closer to the exit. Alrighty guys, we're now going to be heading out of the park. It looks like we got the Porky Pig, the girl Porky Pig. I always forget her name. I think I always will. I will figure it out, I promise. But with that being said, that is going to do it for our day here at Six Flags Great Adventure. We got Nitro, Toro, Flash, and Dark Knight. Haven't ridden Dark Knight in a while, so it's nice to get back on that front row ride on Flash, back row ride on Nitro and Toro. And also Media Day for Shoreline Pier, which was supposed to be Barrels of Fun, but that got pushed back. Not quite sure when that's going to open, hopefully soon. We got some on-ride filming on Flying Scooters and Superman, so that was nice. But with that being said, that is going to do it for our day here at Six Flags Great Adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.